Here we are, chat with Dave Jones to catch up on latest developments with the DJ models J94. We last saw an EP sample back in September, and here we are, we've got the second EP sample. So can you tell us what the differences are at this stage?
Surely. What I've done is I've taken this time, and it seems like to most modelers it's been an awful long time waiting for the second EP. But what I've done is I've looked at various comments, I've looked at what I wasn't happy with the J94, bearing in mind it was only a first shot, and I've decided to retool certain aspects of it. With that, I've taken the brake handle down by about 1.5 millimeters to a more realistic height. I've opened up the floor underneath the boiler to allow an etched piece of brake rodding to go in, which would be a customer to fit. And I've removed the boiler seam on the side of the water tanks, which was a horizontal seam that ran quite visibly right the way along the side of the water tanks, between about 3 millimeters up the body side, right the way along front to back, very unsightly. And although could have been disguised, it would have still been there in various lights. So the best thing to do was to pay the money, have it retooled so that the seam is now on the underside of the tank.
Okay, and what are the other things that we can see on the updated EP?
There's some rather nice little bits and pieces of detail. We've got some chassis moulding detail between the wheels. I've got single and double buffer beam strengthening fillets now for industrial and BR use. The various models that I'm doing for special commissions, such as the RM Web version, we have the chimney, we have the ladder, sprung buffers that may not have been spotted by people as standard. The Cromford and High Peak that I'm doing for Hattons as a special commission will have oval buffers, has a different cab again. It uses the extended bunker cab, but without the extended bunker part, and with a coal loader cross, which wasn't in the original tooling. Obviously things like smoke box doors are all relevant, chimneys are relevant to the correct versions. I've got the Giesel smoke chimney in the tooling as well now for a later date. It's quite some nice visible items. Planked flooring in the cab. Not sure many people noticed that first time around. We've added that on the first tooling, but I've since subsequently added some more detail to a bit of wood graining and tiny bits of detail.
Okay, so what happens next from this stage?
Well, the next stage now is to just completely debug this one. It's almost like starting again. I've changed the model tangibly in my eyes. I need to just look at it again, look at the photographs of the model, the model against the real thing, and check for any errors, any really bad, glaring errors to the eye, and have those changed. If I can't find any, then I will be signing off on this to go to Deco spec. Right. What I will then do is get the decorations done. Hattons have all put all their decorations in already. I still have mine to do. And then we'll get some decorated samples for the press.
Okay. So when are we looking at realistically for this to actually be available for modellers?
I would be lying if I said it's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months. It won't. There's no way on earth I can do that in the next 2 or 3 months. So I would say by year's end. Yeah. That's an awful long time people have been waiting, but I'd rather have it right. Yeah. And get it to the market correct.
Yeah. Now, I mean, critics may have criticised the length of time it's taken to get to this stage of seeing tangible results. What are the reasons for it not happening sooner?
Quite simply, it's money more than anything else. I've always said that my money is going into this. The critics can criticise as much as they want. I don't see them putting their hands in their pockets and diving in as much as I have. And you'll find that there's a couple of other independent manufacturers who have started up in the last couple of years who have put their own hands in their own pockets for their own models. These things take time irrespective, and the more power you have and the more clout you have with your own factory, if indeed you do own your own factory in this day and age, which most of the manufacturers don't, you can call the shots. Otherwise you wait for a slot to get retooled, redesigned. We're all waiting for engineers for that specification change, and I've been waiting for that for the J94.
Yeah, okay. But you've obviously been busy with other projects as well. Where are we with the other projects for yourself and for commissioning parties?
Well, I'm pleased to say the special commissions have gone really well. The O2 for Kerno is practically at manufacturer level now. The 1400 for Hattons and the King both very close now to manufacturing level, certainly tooling level, ready for production. They're looking extremely good. I can see that, you know, we've had CAD cams posted on RM Web for the 1400. Kerno has posted CAD cams both on his site and on RM Web to show people progress, and I think people are generally very impressed. By the time this little article comes to the ether, you should have photographs of the first shots of the gate stock, and also possibly some new wagons and locomotives announced by third parties.
Okay. And the Class 71, where are we with that?
Class 71 has come on in leaps and bounds, but you'll forgive my reticence for mentioning exactly where I am. I'm very cognizant of the fact that the competition have announced they're doing one, they've laser scanned one, and they're tooling it. I'd rather not at this early stage. I don't wish to be obtuse or obstructive, but I'd rather not tell them exactly what I'm doing, because it then gives them a chance to follow what I'm doing regarding specification, design, look, even finish of the finished model.
Yeah. Okay.